Hey guys, it's Fred. This is going to be a interesting video. Let me get it started here and I'll fill you in as we go.
News happening now. This is Wave News. Show me your hands! And breaking right now at 4:30, it's this video of Kentucky State Police releasing body camera footage which shows this former state trooper's use of excessive force in this arrest in Carroll County, and a warning that this is video that is tough to watch. But this all happened back in 2023. Former state trooper Hayden Kilborn was one of several involved in the chase of a stolen car. The suspect led these officers through 4 counties before he stopped, ditched the car, but troopers chased him through a field, and that led to this.
Give me your hands! Give me your hands! Now! They're right here! Give me your hands, motherfucker!
Show me your hands!
Give me your hands!
Put your hands behind your back!
Show me your hands!
Nothing more than a gang with badges, guys. That's what our police have become. Now I'm gonna play this again. I'm gonna stop in different places. I wanna
News happening now. This is Wave News.
I'll effing kill you.
Show me your hands!
Show me your hands!
You are effed. You are effed. You're out in the woods. Now listen, I'm not taking up for this guy. This guy's a criminal. This guy needs to go to jail. He needs to spend some time for eluding and running from the police. But now he's made a mistake of running to the woods, and he's got at least 2 troopers on his tail. What do? You're hollering, you're effed, I'm going to kill you. What do? Do you stop? Well, at some point, this guy either stop or fail. Let's continue.
And breaking right now at 4:30, it's this video of Kentucky State Police releasing body camera footage which shows this former state trooper's use of excessive force in this arrest.
See those 2 hands, guys? See those 2 hands? First of all, he says released. Video's been released. Guys, this is 2026. This is 2026. This is at least 3 years ago since this happened. And the body cam has just been released. Now, don't always listen to what's been said or how the commissioner's going to spin it here in a minute. We want justice. We want transparency. Really? 3 years to get transparency? Now, I've made videos like this before. Look at his hands, guys. But what are they hollering? Show us your hands. Show us your hands. He's shown his hands ever since they got there. It's on body cam. In fact, he's shown his hands trying to protect his head from the stick. He's trying to protect his head. What's the most vulnerable part on our body? Our head and face. He's trying to protect himself. That's what you call defensive wounds. Had this man been killed and they done an autopsy, they would have found all these fractures on his arms and hands where that stick had hit him. And you would say, well, those are defensive wounds. He had his hands up. But see, he didn't die. Now, I've said it before in my videos that for court purposes, and we go to police academies. We go to police academies, and other police officers train people in the police academy. And they tell you, watch what you say on your camera. Watch what you say with your body camera going, because the jury's going to hear it. So the whole time that you're beating somebody or whipping up on somebody, you're hollering, show me your hands, show me your hands. And the jury hears that and they're thinking, or a lot of videos you'll see and they'll say, stop fighting, stop resisting. And in the jurors' minds, they're thinking, oh, he's resisting, especially if you don't have a secondary officer here and he's videotaping the primary. That first officer on the scene's the primary officer. He's up there getting his licks in. The second one's tasing him. You can hear the taser. You can hear his taser. In a minute, you'll find out from another newscaster that the primary officer, the one that's now beating him with a stick, has already tased this fella at least twice threw his taser down and grabbed his stick while the other guy starts tasing him. Guys, this is not right. This is not right. Had you not had this video, had it never been appeared, but see, it's taken it 3 years to get out there. 3 years, at least 3 years to be released. Let's go on.
In Carroll County, and a warning that this is video that is tough to watch, but this all happened back in 2020.
Short's tough to watch. If you've got a heart, if you've got compassion, if you've got any sense at all, short's hard to watch. Guys, this is not the Bloods and the Crips. This is not. This is a guy that done some bad things. He's not a murderer. He's not running because he just killed somebody. He's not running because he's going to kill somebody. He's eluding the police. He's trying to get away from the police. Now, I don't know really what the man done, but at this point, it's up to the courts to issue his punishment for whatever it might be. But they're hollering, get your hands up. Well, he's got his hands up. You can see his hands. His hands are empty.
23, former state trooper Hayden Kilborn was one of several involved in the chase of a stolen car. The suspect led these officers through 4 counties before he stopped, ditched the car, but troopers chased him through a field, and that led...
Through 4 counties. He led them through 4 counties. Now, guys, police officers can act like they don't like it if they want to on camera and so forth. Police officers love pursuits. Police officers love serving search warrants where we get to kick the doors down. Police officers love making good arrests. That's what we do it for. It's like being a coon hunter. And you go coon hunting and you get 3 coons. You brag about it the next day. I got 3 coons last night. Old Blackie, he sure brought them in. And that's the same way with making good arrests. But when you get this like is going on here, this is nothing more than abuse. This is nothing more than guys with a badge and uniform beating up, assaulting a man without a uniform. You can call them a bad guy. You can call them good guys. You can, but see, if you look at it respectively, they're all bad guys. The cops are no better than the guy that just ran from them. They're no better. They're committing crimes. They're assaulting and abusing another human being with no justification in doing so. He's got his hands up. Reach down there, put the handcuffs on him, take him to jail, take him to court, let the prosecutor prosecute him, the jury find him guilty, the judge sentence him, and that's the way it works. Nobody says that the state police, the sheriff's office, the city police, nobody says that we're there to issue punishment. This is punishment. This is not resisting arrest. This is pure punishment for running from us that we enjoyed the heck out of chasing you for 4 counties and getting all that attention. But now we got to give you a beating for doing it. We enjoyed it, but we're going to give you a beat down.
To this.
Give me your hands! Give me your hands! Now! They're right here! Give me your hands! Okay. Show me your hands! Give me your hands!
Look at his hands, guys. Show me your hands. Well, look at him. He's trying his best to show his hands up, but every time he puts them up, he beats them down. Or here, listen to the background. Listen to the taser.
Put your hands behind your back! Or show me your hands!
And that's just one of many videos that I want to show you. That was one. Here's 2.
Give me your
I'm going to make a point here in a minute.
Put your hands behind your back! Or show me your hands! Right here. I will kill you! Put your hands behind your back!
I'm going to kill you. Now, guys, imagine being out in those woods with there's just 2 there that I see, but they could be more. But you're out there with nobody but police officers. Had he had a knife, had he had anything, had he had a gun with him, even though he didn't have it in his hands, had he even had one with him, that man, in my opinion, would probably be deceased today because there's nobody there but other police officers. Thank God for body cams. Thank God for body cams. Even though the state police wouldn't release them, even though the state police, they had to fight tooth and nail to get what you're going to hear here in a minute as the commissioner. Now let's just play it.
Now.
As you can see, the footage shows Kilborn threatening to kill the man in question before beating him with his police-issued baton. KSP handed Kilborn a 6-month suspension without pay.
Now that was the punishment. It was over. Imagine this. The state police handed him a 6-month suspension. This guy right here. Burnett, the Kentucky State Police Commissioner, to my understanding, gave him a 6-month suspension without pay. Okay, go take you 6 months off. And that was it. Until this man gets an attorney and they file complaints and they get things going, and then they start investigating. The feds start investigating, who I believe is the feds. Guys, I'm not really up on this case because the other day I done a video on it where he pled guilty. That's before this video come out, and I'm thinking, well, it's just a young officer. He just messed himself up. I done a video on him a month ago probably when he pled. Now that he's pled, now they let the video come out? Why would you let a man plead to 5 years with a video like this? Why wouldn't a prosecutor take this to trial and let a jury decide? Maybe somebody's got a mother, a son, a husband, a brother. Maybe they could relate to this, and instead of 5 years, you might have got 20 years. Why did the state police not release this video? Were they covering for one of their troopers? Were they covering for one of their own? It's funny that after he pled to 5 years, then all of a sudden they decide, hey, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do some transparency here. Let's release the video. Well, video's not going to help now other than ask this question. Why is this other trooper right here holding a taser, and you hear it going off several times? Every time you hear that buzzing noise start up and end, that's another session. That's another 5-second sequence of electrical shocks this man's receiving. Not only has he been beat, he's been tased. Why is this man right here not stopping this man right there and saying, hey man, it's enough. He's had enough. Cuff him. Hey. Why is he not arresting him for assault? Because at some point, this turns from when his hands went up and he continued to strike him with that baton after his hands are up, that's nothing but simple assault. That's pure assault, not simple assault. It's assault with a deadly weapon. A baton, nightstick, billy club, that's considered a deadly weapon here in Kentucky. So why is this the only man that was charged? What happened to charges on this guy? KSP Commissioner. Let's go to the next one. And the next one is number 2. Number 3 will be this one right here. And here's the guy himself, the trooper.
Warren was put on administrative leave in August of 2023, where he's been ever since. Warren was put on administrative leave in August of 2023, where he's been ever since.
Guys, are you catching that? Kilborn was put on administrative leave in 2023, where he's been ever since. Guys, this is March of 2026. This is 3 years later. Now, he may have been on administrative leave. I know initially he had 6 weeks off, 6 months off, whatever it was there. Can't remember, but without pay. But at some point, did he start receiving pay again for staying at home? Did he start receiving pay because he's on administrative leave? Was his medical benefits, his dental, his glasses, all of his benefits that Kentucky pays our police officers, especially our troopers, did he use any of them during this time he's on administrative leave? Because the benefits are still there. Does that keep him from receiving any benefits, or is that just he doesn't have to go to work? Been suspended ever since. Number 4. Let's try this one.
Buddy, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Doug Prophet. It is Thursday night, and the big story on WHAS 11 News at 6, the body camera video just released as a former Kentucky state trooper pleads guilty to the assault of a suspect. It has taken nearly 3 years for this video to come to light.
Nearly 3 years, guys, for this video to come to light. Transparency, because your commissioner, Philip Burnett Jr., talks about transparency in the Kentucky State Police. Guys, we've had nothing but transparency in the Kentucky State Police since Philip Burnett was appointed by Governor Andy Beshear, his friend, as the State Police Commissioner. We've had no transparency. We've had anything but. Again, this case is over with, and then they finally got the video to be released, but nobody got to see the full evidence, what a conviction could have looked like. Just my opinion, guys. Let's go to, that's number 4. Let's go to number 5.
The footage cuts right here to a body camera worn by a different trooper.
Hey, show me your hands!
Trooper Kilborn tases the suspect more than once as he's down in tall grass. We are freezing the video right here. While the suspect is on the ground, Kilborn continues to hit the man with a metal baton, at one point yelling, "I will kill you." KSP Commissioner Philip Burnett recorded this new statement about the case.
Former Trooper Kilborn's actions were out of line and rightfully prosecuted. Troopers have a duty to uphold the law in all ways.
Trooper Kilborn was put on administrative leave in August of 2023, where he's been ever since. He then submitted his resignation this year, January 13th, 2026, and has not been employed by Kentucky State Police since.
Well, I
The
hope
footage
not.
cuts right here.
I hope he's not been employed since. He gave his resignation. He wasn't fired. He did all this. Now he's been sentenced to 5 years in prison, and Philip Burnett lets him resign from the Kentucky State Police. He's been on administrative leave for 3 years, and then with criminal charges. I think these are federal charges. I think he's under federal indictment. I could be wrong. We'll have to look and see, but whether it's state or federal, he's been convicted, and we let him resign. Let's listen one more time, because I want to point one more thing out here.
To a body camera worn by a different trooper.
Hey, show me your hands!
So we have
Trooper
at least 2
Kilborn
troopers.
tases the suspect more than once as he's down.
Trooper Kilborn tases the suspect more than once. See, I was thinking the other guy said twice. More than once. It could be twice. It could be 10 times. He could have used every cartridge that he had. We don't know, see. More than once? Is that what's in the report? Is that what Commissioner Barnett told the news reporter? More than once? What if he would have said he tased the suspect 5 times? Wow, that'd be terrible. That sounds a whole lot worse than more than once. I'm just telling you how police officers and troopers and commissioners and sheriffs and corrupt people word things and do things in the performance of acting like they're doing their jobs. This is abuse, guys. This is not allowed. It's not allowed by 2 civilians on each other, and it's not allowed just because one of them's in a uniform and carrying a badge. This is assault.
In tall grass. We are freezing the video right here.
They
While
won't
the
even show
suspect
it.
is on the
They won't even show the video. This news organization freezes the frame. Now, here's one hand, and here's the other. He's got his hands up in the air. You saw the video.
ground, Kilborn continues to hit the man with a metal baton, at one point yelling, "I will kill you." KSP Commissioner Philip Burnett recorded this news statement about the case.
Former Trooper Kilborn's actions were out.
Oh, they're out of line. Now, this here, guys, is the illustrious Kentucky State Police Commissioner appointed by Andy Beshear, the governor, years ago. And the state police has done nothing but gone downhill since. I'm going to show you why in a minute. Because, see, we lead, or we follow by leadership. We learn by leadership. This is the leadership. This is the buck stops here. This is the head man in the Kentucky State Police, Colonel Philip Burnett Jr., PJ, known as PJ to all the troopers. Now, let's see what he says here. It's only been 3 years, and he's held this video up for 3 years. He's not released this video to the public for 3 years until the case is over, and then he releases it, and he lets the trooper resign. Now, let's see what he says.
Of line and rightfully prosecuted.
The trooper was out of line and rightfully prosecuted. That sounds real good. 3 years later, Commissioner, sounds real good. On administrative leave for 3 years, what benefits were given during those 3 years? What benefits of him still carrying his badge? He's just on leave. This man's still carrying a badge around with him for 3 years. Rightfully so, he says.
Prosecuted. Troopers have a duty to uphold the law in all ways.
Troopers have a duty to uphold the law. Now, I'm going to show you some video on Commissioner Burnett here in a minute when he was a lieutenant. Troopers have responsibility to uphold the law. Now, in a minute, I'm going to show you what they're following, the lead.
Trooper Kilborn was put on administrative leave in August of 2023, where he's been ever since. He then submitted his resignation this year, January 13th, 2026, and has not been employed by Kentucky State Police.
Submitted his resignation, guys. He submitted his resignation. That's 4. Let's go to this one right here. I'm almost done, fellas. It gets
KSP
interesting
Commissioner
here in a
Philip
minute.
Burnett recorded this news statement about the case.
Former Trooper Kilburn's actions were out of line and rightfully prosecuted. Troopers have a duty to uphold the law in all ways.
Trooper
Uphold the law. Let's see. Let's see here what this is. Want to? Let's see.
Yep.
Let's see, guys. This is on my channel, Fred McCoy 40. This is a video I done a year or so ago. Philip Burnett in the background. That's me. Here's a guy, Freddie Good, I think was his name. I'll tell it in the video. I'm going to post the link to this video that I did, the entire video, in the comments of this video. So go to the comments, click on that. I think it's titled something like Contempt of Cop number 2. It's the second video I made when I started this channel, when I started seeing all this abuse and all these things that police officers were doing wrong. And I said, somebody's got to do something. Somebody's got to bring this to light. Now, right here is Philip Burnett. He's going to come in the frame here in a minute. He's a trooper here. He's a road trooper, a lieutenant, and he's evidently him and this guy here's had some dealings with each other. They don't like each other. And let's see what happens. This is just a short clip. I'm not going to show you the entire thing. It's on, I'll put the link down there and you can watch it. But watch this.
I'm sitting here on my own property. Well, no, you're not, because it's marked right here and you don't have to see.
I'm sitting here on my own property. The guy's pulled out to the edge of the road. He's not on a public road yet. He's still on his property.
Hold on, let me see your driver's license. Well, I'm sitting here on my property and ain't bothering nobody. I ain't got out on the public.
I ain't got out on a public road. That's okay. Here's the next one. These are short.
Bro, I'm gonna let you see my license. But I'm just about totally been harassed for you now.
Contempt of cop. Right there, guys. You see that finger pointed at the trooper? That's what you call contempt of cop. There's no KRS for it. There's no criminal charge for it. But in this trooper's mind, in Philip Burnett, that's him right there. That's the commissioner of the state police now. This is him making a traffic stop before he was ever appointed to that position. This is the kind of trooper he was. Imagine the kind of troopers that he's going to. He points his finger and he said, I'm going to show you my license, but you're going to stop harassing me. Watch what happens. Get out of the car. You're going to point your finger at me, I'll take you to jail. This is your commissioner. Remember a while ago he said Kilborn was out of line. He was out of line. That's not the way troopers are supposed to act. Really? Well, there's his cruiser. Here he is. He's pulled in beside this guy. This is not a traffic stop. He pulled up on his property because he saw him sitting on his... Now, this will be the last one. This is the last video. You'll see what happens with contempt of cop. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take you to jail. See, he's checking them here. He said, look here. He said, you got tinted windows. He said, my windows ain't dark. He said, yeah, look here. I can't even see my driver's license. And this guy says, I can't help it because you got them dark sunglasses on. And he said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take you to jail. Guys, that's the man that just sat there a few minutes ago on video. That's the man. Listen to this. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take you to jail for menacing. Remember? Now, that was your trooper that just now said...
KSP Commissioner Philip Burnett recorded this new statement about the case.
Former Trooper Kilburn's actions were out of line and rightfully prosecuted.
His actions were out of line. That's the man that's in charge of the Kentucky State Police that was just arresting a man for no more than pointing his finger and talking back at him. Now, there's depositions online. You can go to YouTube and Google Philip Burnett, Kentucky State Police depositions, and you'll hear him. In fact, he's one of my attorneys. I've used him over the years. He's one of the best in the state, and he represents the other guy, and you'll hear him. You'll hear Mr. Burnett get caught in several untruths in that deposition. Guys, I'm going to leave it at that. If you don't get my point by now, then, so be it. We've been 3 years trying to get this tape released. They finally get it released after there's a plea in the case and after the trooper resigns. The trooper resigned. Now, I don't know. I'm going to throw some lack of information leads to speculation. This man used to be a trooper, or he's still a trooper. He used to be a road trooper. Did he ever work with this trooper on the road? Did he ever work with any of these troopers? Go back through, go to the little microscope up here on my, what's that thing called? I can't think of it now, the eyepiece. Go and click on that and type in KSP. KSP, and look at all the KSP videos that comes up on my channel, Fred McCoy 40. Look at all of them. These have taken place since this man right here has been the commissioner of the Kentucky State Police. If you think we don't have a problem at the head of the Kentucky State Police, you're wrong. At least that's my opinion, guys. Catch you on the next one.